The modern motorcycle industry is a massive battleground of fragile spaceships, but one brand stands above the chaos: Honda. They build mechanical anvils that refuse to die. Walking into a dealership in 2026 presents a brutal dilemma. Which machine is the absolute best? Today, we destroy the confusion. We aggressively rank the top 3 Hondas across 5 categories: adventure, touring, street, supersport, and cruiser. We expose the exact specs, honest prices, true comfort, and legendary reliability. I promise you, the final cruiser hides a literal superbike engine. Grab your helmets. Let us begin the ultimate showdown. Category 1, adventure motorcycles. When the paved roads crumble and the dirt trails begin, you need a machine forged from heavy steel and pure survival engineering. The Honda Adventure lineup completely dominates the global off-road market. Here are the top 3 terrain-crushing machines. But keep watching, because the #1 bike in this category features an automatic transmission that will completely blow your mind. Number 3, the Honda NX500. Honda completely killed the legendary CB500X and replaced it with a much sharper, significantly lighter weapon. The Honda NX500 takes the entry-level adventure segment and injects it with premium touring comfort specifically designed to protect your body from harsh road impacts. It is the ultimate beginner-friendly exploration tool. Let us dive deep into the specs. It utilizes the legendary, indestructible 471cc liquid-cooled parallel twin engine. It produces a perfectly linear 47 horsepower. This aligns perfectly with strict European A2 license regulations. The engine breathes through modern program fuel injection and utilizes a smooth 6-speed transmission equipped with a slip-and-assist clutch to prevent rear-wheel lockup during aggressive downshifts. When analyzing prices, the NX is in bargain. You can grab a brand new model for $7,300. Because it builds upon an older platform, pristine used models hover around $5,500. Comfort is drastically improved over older generations. The seat height measures exactly 32.7 inches. It is incredibly narrow between your knees, allowing average and shorter riders to feel massively confident at a dead stop. Honda engineered lightweight cast aluminum wheels that reduce unsprung weight, making the Showa inverted front forks react faster to harsh bumps. Your lower back will thank you every single time you hit a massive pothole. Reliability is the entire reason this motorcycle exists. This specific parallel twin engine architecture is mathematically indestructible. It runs with incredibly low internal compression, meaning the forged pistons and connecting rods experience virtually zero mechanical stress. You perform basic oil changes, and this engine easily surpasses 100,000 miles. The middleweight adventure segment is a global bloodbath. Honda resurrected a legendary iconic nameplate to crush the European competition. Number 2, the Honda Transalp 750. The Honda Transalp 750 is a precision-engineered off-road weapon that refuses to compromise on long-distance highway comfort. The specs are completely mind-blowing for the price point. Honda developed a brand new 755cc liquid-cooled parallel twin engine. It features a unique 270-degree crank firing order, mimicking the throaty, aggressive roar of a traditional V-twin. It produces a massive 83 horsepower and 55 pound-feet of torque. It features 5 selectable digital ride modes that alter engine power and ABS intervention on the fly. Prices demand massive attention. You can literally conquer the globe for $9,900 brand new. Because it was released a few years ago, used models sit firmly around $8,500. Comfort is brilliantly executed. The seat height is 33.5 inches, but the chassis is incredibly narrow between the rider's knees, allowing average riders to confidently reach the ground. The hand vibration is practically zero thanks to the heavily engineered internal counterbalancers. The suspension travel is massive, soaking up brutal terrain and massive rocks without sending shock waves into your spine. It accommodates both tall and average riders beautifully. Reliability stems from Honda's legendary Unicam cylinder head design, borrowed directly from their championship-winning motocross racing bikes. This compact valve train reduces massive weight located high in the chassis while maintaining bulletproof durability. The cylinders feature heavy-duty nickel silicon carbide plating to eliminate internal friction. The legendary bike coming up next built its massive global reputation on conquering the brutal, deadly Dakar rally. Number 1. The Honda Africa Twin 1084. This is a tall, off-road focused machine equipped to handle the harshest environments on Earth while simultaneously providing incredible highway manners. The Honda Africa Twin 1084 is a towering masterpiece of modern adventure engineering. The specs are heavily refined for maximum durability. It utilizes a massive 1084cc liquid-cooled parallel twin engine. It produces 100 horsepower and delivers a massive, brutal hit of low-end torque. You can buy the standard 6-speed manual gearbox, but the ultimate option is the Honda dual clutch transmission. This system eliminates the manual clutch lever and foot shifter, allowing the internal supercomputer to shift gears seamlessly. It completely eliminates left-hand fatigue during technical off-road rides. Prices reflect the premium flagship status. A brand new standard model costs $14,800. Fully loaded DCT versions cost more. Used models sit safely around $11,000. Comfort is geared specifically toward tall riders who want to stand up on the pegs in the dirt. The seat height is a highly intimidating 34.3 inches. The suspension is incredibly plush, featuring massive Showa inverted front forks, offering over 9 inches of travel. This system effortlessly swallows deep desert ruts and massive city potholes with zero spine compression. The engine features twin heavy balancer shafts, completely eliminating hand-numbing vibration on the highway. Reliability is paramount. Honda engineers designed the Africa Twin to survive crossing the actual continent of Africa. The semi-dry sump lubrication system keeps the engine perfectly oiled even when the motorcycle is leaned at extreme, terrifying angles on steep mountain passes. The massive aluminum skid plate protects the vital engine cases from shattering against jagged rocks. Adventure bikes are tough, but what if you want to cross the entire continent in first-class luxury? Do not blink, because the upcoming touring category features a massive machine with a reverse gear and a flat 6 engine. Category 2, touring motorcycles. When you decide to cross the entire North American continent, you cannot ride a vibrating, uncomfortable torture rack. You need a rolling luxury yacht designed to eat thousands of miles effortlessly. Here are the top 3 Honda touring machines. Number 3, the Honda NC750X. Touring does not always require a 900-pound behemoth. Sometimes you need a lightweight, ultra-efficient commuter that can strap on saddlebags and cross state lines on a budget. The Honda NC750X is a towering masterpiece of logical, low-stress engineering. The specs are wildly unique in the motorcycle world. It utilizes a 745cc liquid-cooled parallel twin engine. The heavy metal cylinders are leaned drastically forward, almost laying completely flat. It produces 58 horsepower. It acts as a relaxed, low-revving tractor engine that provides massive torque exactly where you need it in city traffic. Prices make this the ultimate budget tourer. A brand new model costs $9,300. Because Honda has produced this platform for years, used models cost $5,500. Comfort is perfection for the daily grind and weekend trips. The seat height is a very low 31.6 inches, making it incredibly easy for short riders to fully command in stop-and-go traffic. The forward-leaning engine drastically lowers the center of gravity, making the heavy bike feel totally weightless during slow maneuvers. But the ultimate comfort feature is the legendary frunk. Because the engine lays flat, Honda put a 23-liter waterproof storage compartment exactly where the heavy gas tank usually sits. You drop your helmet or touring gear directly inside, lock it, and ride with zero weight on your back. Reliability is staggering. This engine is essentially half of a Honda Fit automobile engine. It is designed to run at incredibly low revolutions, meaning the internal pistons and valves experience almost zero friction wear. Owners routinely log over 100,000 miles with nothing but basic oil changes and valve inspections. But when Honda realized riders wanted the power of the Africa Twin, but absolutely hated riding tall, wobbly dirt bikes on the pavement, they engineered the perfect solution. Number 2, the Honda NT1100. The Honda NT1100 is a dedicated, pavement-devouring sport touring motorcycle wearing sleek, aerodynamic bodywork. The specs feature the exact same 1084cc liquid-cooled parallel twin engine found in the Africa Twin. It produces 100 horsepower and massive highway passing torque. It features the optional dual-clutch transmission, transforming long highway drones into an effortless, automatic experience. Prices are competitive for the heavy touring class. A brand new model demands roughly $14,000. Used models fetch $11,500. Comfort is the highest priority on this machine. Honda completely lowered and stiffened the suspension compared to the Africa Twin, dropping the seat height to a much more manageable 32.3 inches. It features massive, wide aerodynamic fairings and a 5-way adjustable windshield that pushes freezing rain and heavy wind completely over the rider's helmet. Standard heated grips and standard cruise control make crossing frozen mountain passes in breeze. Reliability utilizes the proven Dakar-winning engine block, but applies it to the smooth, predictable environment of paved highways. Because it does not ingest massive amounts of thick desert dust or suffer from brutal off-road jumps, the chassis and engine components will last for decades. It is the smart man's touring choice. When smart American men decide to cross the entire continent with a passenger, they refuse to buy fragile European touring bikes. They buy the mechanical equivalent of a private jet. Number 1, the Honda Goldwing GL1800. The Honda Goldwing GL1800 is the undisputed, unchallenged king of classic touring reliability and luxury. Let us look at the terrifying specs. Honda engineered an absolutely massive 1,830 3cc liquid-cooled, horizontally opposed flat-six engine. It produces 125 horsepower and 130 pound-feet of torque. This unique flat-six layout places 3 massive cylinders on each side of the motorcycle. It features a brilliant 7-speed dual-clutch transmission equipped with a walking mode for forward and reverse parking. Prices reflect the pinnacle of luxury. A brand new model commands a massive $24,700. Smart buyers purchase used models for $16,000. Comfort is the pinnacle of human engineering. The seat height is a remarkably low 29.3 inches, easily allowing you to balance the massive machine. The seat is a massive, heavily sculpted throne that locks your lower back perfectly into place. The massive aerodynamic front fairing features an electronically adjustable windshield. Because the flat-six engine possesses perfect primary and secondary balance, absolutely zero vibration reaches the handlebars. It is turbine smooth. Reliability is legendary. The internal components of the flat-six engine are heavily distressed, operating at incredibly low, car-like RPMs on the highway. Because the engine never works hard, the internal bearings and piston rings refuse to wear out. The enclosed heavy-duty shaft drive requires zero chain maintenance. You will find thousands of these machines roaming the highways with over 500,000 miles on the original engine blocks. Touring is relaxing, but what if you want to violently tear up the city streets? Keep your eyes peeled, because the #1 street bike coming up has a detuned superbike engine hiding in plain sight. Category 3, street and naked motorcycles. Street fighters and naked bikes dominate the urban grid. They strip away heavy plastic fairings, exposing the raw, brutal engine metal underneath. Honda's Neo Sports Cafe lineup and the aggressive Hornet series provide dominance in the city. Number 3, the Honda CB650R. Honda refuses to let the screaming inline 4 engine die. While other manufacturers switch to cheap, boring parallel twins to save manufacturing costs, Honda retained the glorious, high-revving 4-cylinder engine in the middleweight class. The Honda CB650R is a rolling piece of mechanical art. The specs are breathtaking. It features a 649cc liquid-cooled inline-4 engine. It unleashes 94 horsepower and screams to a glorious 12,000 RPM redline. The exhaust note features a beautiful, sweeping 4-into-1 stainless steel header pipe that perfectly mimics the legendary superbikes of the 1970s. In 2026, Honda introduced the e-clutch system, allowing riders to shift gears completely without touching the manual clutch lever, while still retaining a traditional foot shifter. Prices are completely reasonable for a 4-cylinder masterpiece. A brand new model costs $9,400. Pristine used models sit at $7,000. Comfort blends aggressive sport riding with urban practicality. The seat height is 31.9 inches. You sit comfortably upright, gripping wide tubular handlebars instead of painful clip-ons. The Showa separate function, big piston inverted forks handle aggressive canyon carving while absorbing brutal city potholes effortlessly. Reliability is built upon decades of Honda inline-4 development. The engine block is massive and robust. It utilizes a highly advanced liquid cooling system that prevents the high revving engine from melting down in gridlock summer traffic. Honda inline fours are historically famous for surviving torture. Coming up next, Honda resurrected a legendary street brawling nameplate to completely disrupt the middleweight naked category. Number 2. The Honda CB750 Hornet. The Honda CB750 Hornet is a lightweight, punchy, aggressive weapon designed to humiliate heavier motorcycles at the stoplight. The specs share the same brilliant power plant as the Transalp. It utilizes the 755cc liquid-cooled parallel twin engine featuring the 270-degree crank. It produces a massive 83 horsepower. Because the motorcycle weighs a microscopic 418 pounds, fully fueled, the power-to-weight ratio is absolutely terrifying. It launches off the line with violent, unrelenting torque. Prices make this the ultimate budget street fighter. A brand new model costs roughly $8,000. Used models fetch $6,500. Comfort is street fighter perfection. The seat height is 31.3 inches. It features an incredibly narrow waist, allowing riders to lock their knees tightly against the sculpted fuel tank. The upright riding posture gives you a commanding view of dense traffic, allowing you to anticipate hazards long before they become dangerous. Reliability utilizes the brand new Unicam engine architecture. Honda engineered this parallel twin to be as compact and lightweight as possible, reducing the number of moving parts inside the cylinder head. Fewer moving parts equal fewer mechanical failures. The electronic suite is robust and heavily waterproofed. When you demand absolute, terrifying superbike horsepower, but absolutely refuse to suffer the agonizing, ergonomic pain of a track weapon, you buy the flagship. Can you guess what bike this is? Number 1. The Honda CB1000 Hornet. The Honda CB1000 Hornet is a brutal, aggressive muscle bike that completely dominates the asphalt. The specs are the stuff of nightmares and legends. Honda literally ripped the engine directly out of their previous generation Fireblade superbike and dropped it into a naked steel frame. It features a 999cc liquid-cooled inline-4 engine. It unleashes a staggering 150 horsepower. When you aggressively twist the heavy throttle, the massive inline-4 screams to the red line, completely leaving modern traffic in the dust. Prices demand respect for the flagship status. A brand new model costs $13,000. Used models sit at $9,500. Comfort is where the massive Hornet humiliates modern sport bikes. The seat height is 31.8 inches. Instead of forcing you into a cramped, hunched-over fetal position, Honda engineered a brilliant, upright riding posture. The wide tubular handlebars provide massive steering leverage, allowing you to flick this heavy machine through tight canyon corners effortlessly. Reliability is flawless because Honda detuned the original Fireblade engine from nearly 200 horsepower down to 150 horsepower. The internal connecting rods, forged pistons, and heavy-duty crankshaft experience absolutely zero mechanical stress. It operates well below its actual physical limits, meaning the engine simply refuses to blow up. Naked bikes are aggressive, but what if you demand the fastest track weapon legally allowed on public roads? You have to see the $29,000 masterpiece waiting in our Super Sport category. Category 4. Super Sport motorcycles. When you demand aerodynamic perfection, aggressive lap times, and blistering speed, you enter the Super Sport category. These machines are engineered by the Honda Racing Corporation to completely dominate the global racing circuits. Number 3. The Honda CBR 650R. Most modern sport bikes are literal torture racks designed solely for the racetrack. The Honda CBR 650R completely bends the rules. It offers the stunning, aggressive visual aerodynamics of a Fireblade, but hides a comfortable, street-focused chassis underneath the plastic fairings. The specs utilize the proven 649cc liquid-cooled inline-4 engine. It produces 94 horsepower. It features dual ram air intake ducts that forcefully feed pressurized air into the airbox at high highway speeds, dynamically boosting horsepower. It features the revolutionary 𝐏𝐄𝐑 technology, allowing seamless, lightning-fast upshifts and downshifts without pulling the manual clutch lever. Prices are excellent for a fully fared sport bike. A brand new model costs $9,800. Used models sit at $7,500. Comfort is the true selling point. The seat height is 31.9 inches. Instead of aggressive, low-slung racing clip-on handlebars that crush your wrists, Honda mounted the clip-ons above the top triple clamp. This dramatically raises your upper body, relieving massive pressure from your lower back and shoulders. You get the sport bike look without the sport bike pain. Reliability is absolutely ironclad. The inline-4 engine is heavily refined, utilizing asymmetric piston skirts to minimize cylinder wall friction. The heavy-duty cooling system ensures the tightly packaged engine never overheats beneath the aerodynamic fairings. Number 2, the Honda CBR 600RR. The legendary 600cc Supersport class was dying due to emissions regulations, but Honda refused to let the iconic CBR die. The Honda CBR 600RR is a razor-sharp, track-focused scalpel designed to dissect apex corners with terrifying precision. The specs are purely focused on high RPM dominance. It features a 599cc liquid-cooled inline-4 engine. It screams to a massive 15,000 RPM redline, producing 119 horsepower. It features an advanced 6-axis inertial measurement unit that actively manages cornering ABS and a 9-level traction control system. It even features aerodynamic winglets derived directly from MotoGP racing to generate downforce on the front tire. Prices reflect the advanced racing technology. A brand new model commands $12,100. Used models hover around $9,000. Comfort is absolutely non-existent. The seat height is 32.3 inches. This motorcycle is a literal track weapon. The low clip-on handlebars force your chest onto the fuel tank. The high rear sets cramp your knees aggressively. You do not buy this machine to commute, you buy it to aggressively drag your knees on the asphalt at the local racetrack. Reliability is staggering for an engine that revs to 15,000 RPM as Honda utilizes ultra-high-strength materials for the internal valves and connecting rods. The massive central ram air duct flows directly through the steering headstock to feed the engine. Massive amounts of cold, dense oxygen. It is built to survive hours of relentless track abuse. Number 1. The Honda CBR 1000RRR Fireblade SP. We have officially reached the summit of Honda engineering. The Honda CBR 1000RRR Fireblade SP is the most technologically advanced, terrifyingly powerful production motorcycle Honda has ever unleashed upon the public. It is a homologation racing special built specifically to win the World Superbike Championship. The specs shatter the boundaries of physics. It features a 999cc liquid-cooled inline-4 engine heavily developed by the Honda Racing Corporation. It shares the exact bore and stroke dimensions as the MotoGP prototype racing bike. It utilizes ultra-expensive titanium connecting rods and forged aluminum pistons. It unleashes an earth-shattering 214 horsepower. Prices are astronomical. A brand new SP model demands $29,000. Because owners rarely sell them, used models command $22,000. Comfort is brutally aggressive. The seat height is 32.7 inches. The ergonomics are radically compact, designed to let the rider tuck completely behind the tiny aerodynamic bubble screen to escape the massive wind blast at 186 miles per hour. It features the incredibly advanced Öhlins Smart Electronic Control Suspension. The internal supercomputer reads the track surface thousands of times per second, dynamically altering the shock damping to keep the tires glued to the pavement. Reliability at this extreme level of performance is an engineering miracle. Honda utilizes a finger-follower rocker arm, valvetrain coated in diamond-like carbon to completely eliminate high RPM friction. The massive aluminum twin-spar frame is engineered with tuned flex points to provide the rider with maximum feedback when the motorcycle is leaned over at terrifying angles. It is the pinnacle of speed. Superbikes bend the laws of physics. But what if you want that same mind-bending power in a low-slung, comfortable cruiser? Stick around for our final category because the #1 cruiser is going to completely shock you. Category 5. Cruiser motorcycles. Cruisers provide the ultimate relaxed riding experience. They offer low seat heights, classic aesthetics, and massive torque. But unlike fragile American V-twins that leak oil and overheat, Honda cruisers provide Japanese immortality. Number 3. The Honda Rebel 500. Before the modern era of aggressive street fighters, millions of riders learned how to ride on the Rebel platform. The modern Honda Rebel 500 is the undisputed champion of the entry-level cruiser segment. It blends a stripped-down, aggressive bobber aesthetic with incredibly friendly power delivery. The specs are beautifully simple. It features the 471cc liquid-cooled parallel twin engine. It produces a manageable 47 horsepower. The motorcycle weighs a feather-light 408 pounds. It features classic teardrop styling, a blacked-out engine, and a fat front tire that commands the boulevard. Prices make it the ultimate beginner purchase. A brand new model costs $6,500. You can easily find pristine used models for $4,000. Comfort is where the Rebel truly shines for new and veteran riders alike. The seat height is an incredibly low 27.2 inches. When you stop at a red light, your legs sit perfectly flat on the pavement with a massive bend in your knees. You command the ultra-lightweight chassis with authority. It is arguably the easiest motorcycle on the planet to ride. Reliability is legendary. Honda engineers designed this specific parallel twin engine to endure torture from inexperienced riders who grind gears and forget to change the oil. The engine survives all of it. Because the engine produces relatively low horsepower, it places virtually zero strain on the clutch plates or the transmission gears. You can abuse a Rebel for decades, and it simply asks for fresh gasoline. Number 2. The Honda Shadow Phantom 750. When Darth Vader needs to inspect the Death Star, he absolutely rides the Honda Shadow Phantom 750. This motorcycle strips away the heavy, outdated chrome and unnecessary touring accessories. Instead, it offers a raw, menacing, blacked-out bobber aesthetic featuring a classic V-twin rumble that demands respect. The specs are focused entirely on legendary longevity. It utilizes a 745cc liquid-cooled 52-degree V-twin engine. It produces 44 horsepower and nearly 47 pound-feet of torque. It features an indestructible 5-speed transmission and modern program fuel injection for flawless cold weather starts. Prices are fantastic for a full-size cruiser. A brand new model demands a highly reasonable $8,400. A pristine used version costs a mere $5,500. Comfort is completely superior. The seat height is an incredibly low 25.8 inches. You literally step over this motorcycle with zero effort. The thick, beefy front tire acts as a secondary suspension system, aggressively absorbing harsh road impacts and deep city potholes before they ever reach the steering stem, actively saving your fragile wrists. Reliability is why the Shadow lineage holds the undisputed world championship title for mechanical immortality. The engine operates at incredibly low, relaxed RPMs, meaning the internal bearings experience almost zero friction wear. The greatest feature is the enclosed shaft drive. You never scrub a dirty chain, you never adjust tension, you simply change the rear hub fluid once a year and ride indefinitely. Number 1. The Honda Rebel 1100. We have reached the final machine. Honda completely broke the cruiser rulebook when they engineered the Honda Rebel 1100. They took a terrifyingly powerful adventure bike engine and shoved it into a low-slung, lightweight bobber chassis. It is the ultimate modern muscle cruiser. The specs are heavily borrowed from a Dakar champion. Honda ripped the 1084cc liquid-cooled parallel twin engine directly out of the legendary Africa Twin. It produces 86 horsepower and 72 pound-feet of torque. It utilizes a 270-degree crank to perfectly mimic the aggressive rhythm of a massive V-twin. But the magic is the transmission options. You can buy a standard 6-speed manual, but the undisputed choice is the dual-clutch transmission. There is no clutch lever, there is no foot shifter. You sit in brutal, gridlocked city traffic and never experience left-hand cramps or painful ankle fatigue. You just heavily twist the throttle and violently dominate the asphalt. Prices are aggressively low for a leader-class cruiser. A brand new model costs $9,500. Used models sit safely at $7,500. Comfort is completely redefined. The seat height is 27.5 inches. Unlike traditional cruisers that place your feet aggressively forward, the Rebel features mid-mount foot controls. This allows you to stand slightly on the pegs when approaching a harsh pothole, saving your lower back from taking the impact. The motorcycle weighs a feather-light 487 pounds, making it handle like a nimble sport bike in the canyons. Reliability is ironclad. Honda overbuilt this engine to literally survive crossing the African desert. The parallel twin architecture is incredibly robust, securely sitting deep inside a rigid tubular steel frame. It is packed with modern electronics, including cruise control, wheelie control, and selectable ride modes, ensuring the massive torque never overwhelms the rear tire in the rain. It is the king of modern Honda cruisers. Thank you so much for riding with us through this showdown. Click on the next video to continue the ride, subscribe to join the tribe, and please hit that like button so you can favor us with the